Okay, let's get started. I am here live from Puerto Rico at the studio of Joseph DaPonte in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And I was very excited when he accepted to talk to us during Eyes of Style Twitter Spaces because he, to me, is the most knowledgeable designer, historian of fashion that I know of. And he has a very interesting story. He has very interesting projects, especially on intellectual property, which I know we're all very excited to know about. So, without further ado, I'm here with him. So we're talking both from my phone. I am going to hear. This is Joseph. How are you?
Hi, I'm great, and you?
Good. I'm very excited to be here with you. Can you tell us about yourself? How do you started in fashion? Tell us everything. We want to know everything.
Well, I'm starting fashion when I have a age. My grandmother sewing to the fabric of military jackets, and the other sewing to the church. She,
For the church?
yeah. So I have my both grandmothers sewing all the time.
So you come from a family of seamstress.
Yeah. Uh, my
Which,
mother,
by the way,
my mother and my father is political people.
Political people. Oh, wow. Wow.
The other side of my family, but I'm more interested in the art. So
Yeah.
I play violin. I take art class until I have 5 years. So I moved to the art part of the family. So the other part, my brothers, my sisters, all the people have political things, lawyers, all the things. And I'm the designer of the family. So um, next, I moved in Puerto Rico. Don't have a fashion college in the university where I studied in criminology.
Oh.
My first bachelor is in criminology because my family wants to be a lawyer and blah blah blah. So I started in criminology, and my last year of criminology, the Turabo University opened fashion designer.
Mm.
So I will go to the class. I don't end the criminology studies, so
Okay.
I moved to fashion, and they make history. So
But you also have a specific title. You were talking to me about, how do you call it, museologist?
okay, I study. Um, I have three bachelors, one in interior design with a minor in graphic design.
Okay.
I have one in associate in fashion designer.
Okay.
I have one in communication and languages,
Okay.
and I have the other in design of all designs.
Okay.
And I have a master degree in history,
Okay.
and I have one PhD in anthropology.
Oh, wow.
And one PhD in historiography.
Oh, wow.
All in fashion.
And all in fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish there could be a video of where we are. I'm gonna take some videos for me to post them later. But his collection of books is impressive.
I have more or 3,000 books.
In fact,
I know that because I identify all my books with that.
With the little kind of okay. It's like a library card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The package of the library card have 1,000, and I buy it 3 times, so I have I buy it 4 times, so I know I have more than 3,000.
It's crazy. No, but it's impressive for all of us, like our fashion obsessed.
All the things are in fashion, art, and history. So that's the only, and religion maybe for the
For the
art
arts,
part.
for the arts.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But that are the things I have my books.
Okay. That's
But
good.
that's my babies.
And I wanted, when you started talking about your grandmother, it's very interesting detail to note that the history of couture and fashion and sewing in Puerto Rico is big because we used to have many many workshops that will do items that you would consume in the United States, like Dooney and Burke, their handbags were done in Puerto Rico. Converse were done in Puerto Rico. Hanes, Dior.
Dior has made in Puerto Rico.
What was done by Dior in Puerto Rico?
Lingerie.
Lingerie.
Lingerie Dior in Puerto Rico. The military outfit of the United States are in Puerto Rico.
Like the army?
Yeah.
The army outfits, okay.
Hanes is in Puerto Rico. And Grana is in Puerto Rico. Victoria's Secret has been in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So that's the most.
Yeah.
The most
Are any of them still?
Still what?
They still make those things here?
Yeah, in different part of Puerto Rico.
So they still do, okay.
Yeah.
Because we used to have, several incentives that will.
Yeah.
Because I know Dooney and Burke probably left.
It's no intent. For example, Dior, the manufacturer in Puerto Rico is maybe more expensive than less.
Like in Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's United States.
Yeah.
It's more effective to Paris than Puerto Rico to United States, the United States to Paris. So
yeah,
it's the things. The people have fabric. The lingerie of Dior in Puerto Rico have the Playtex. Playtex is the big companies of lingerie or interior. The Playtex clothes, and Dior take the people has made Playtex to make Dior. So
okay. No, so it's very interesting when you said that when you said that you were inspired by your grandmothers, because it just definitely reminded me of this big industry that we used to have in Puerto Rico, which is super interesting that we used to have all those companies here, and some of them are still are.
Yeah, Puerto Rico in the first of the century, in the 20th century, have 44,000 of sewing people. Puerto Rico has in fabrics. Puerto Rico have the 40 or 50 fabrics of fashion. Now only have it like 12 fabrics of fashion in Puerto Rico.
Okay, they work like the Utuado workshops and
Utuado is the most. Bayamon have 2 fabrics. San Lorenzo have 2 more. Comerillo have others. So it's the different fabric of fashion in Puerto Rico.
Okay. That's super interesting. Okay, so let's get back to you. Okay, and then you stopped your criminology studies, and how you started in fashion? Like, what was the first?
I'm sewing, so I never. I'm studying criminology, but I pay my study in criminology doing clothing. So so I never stop
sewing.
Sewing, yeah. So I decide to go to the interview to the fashion studies, and they accept me. My family. It's more hard say I'm gonna be a fashion designer than more say I'm gay. So my family don't like that. The people say, "Oh my God, your family have a PhD, have IMD."
But you have one too now.
Well, I have it now, but the people say the people of art don't have money, they don't have for eat, blah blah blah. This is the thing in Puerto Rico have said.
Yeah.
So it's been hard. My family don't like that, so it's weird. I have my PhD. I have in history of fashion, so my family first don't understand how I do with that. But in Puerto Rico, don't write the history of fashion. Have the political, have the agriculture, have the economy, but the fashion history have never wrote. We don't have a law with the national costume. And then on the law start in 1934. So I decided to commitment. I create the Puerto Rican Fashion History Council.
Which you're the president of the Puerto Rico Fashion Council?
I will be the first president because the law in Puerto Rico need a person with PhD to be the president. Okay. So I
when it's an official association. Or,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I be the second president of the Puerto Rican Fashion History Council. All the year we need to do elections for the new president. I have a year of president. We create the different evolution of fashion in Puerto Rico. We work with all fashion show. We work with all fashion designer. We work all of the university in Puerto Rico. Now we have 46 vocational in fashion in Puerto Rico. So then when we go to the university, we have 6 university. We have associate and bachelor in Puerto Rico about fashion.
Okay.
And the next year, we will work to open the master degree in fashion in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So I've been I'm proud to be the first fashion designer graduate in Puerto Rico. So I say I'm the laboratory rat to create the program in the university in Puerto Rico with the middle state education. So I took the people in Puerto Rico have one 178 credits of fashion to be a bachelor. My bachelor have 490.
Wow.
Yeah. So I took all the class when have Palermo University, FIT, Parsons, inclusive Hassan Martin. I took all the class in Puerto Rico to be create what we need to have a fashion degree in Puerto Rico.
That's amazing.
So, well, that's what I say. I'm the laboratory rat in fashion in Puerto Rico.
What was the first thing that you started doing, like when you just decide, okay, I'm just gonna do this?
I'll do what, the Puerto Rican fashion? Or?
No, your fashion career. Like, what was the start?
Only I want to sue. Is the truth. The truth is I want to be a fashion designer. I decide to took one part of fashion in Puerto Rico don't have designer is the Gothic fashion.
Yeah.
So I started to the Gothic fashion. Now I have another evolution. Yeah. I took my museum career and took my history career and my fashion career to create my designs. So it's evolution. All designers have that. But I started with that part of fashion have don't touch in Puerto Rico.
Okay. And you have made the official uniforms of the athletes that represent Puerto Rico in the Olympics, which is amazing.
That's another experience. I say if you want to have a big experience of fashion to the Olympic clothing, I'll be proud to be. I work with Osvaldo Morales. Has been he died with the COVID in 2020, but I have worked with London and Rio.
Okay.
With him, and then that's supposed to be I worked Tokyo with him.
Yeah.
But he died, and the Olympic Committee say, "You want it? You want to do it? Okay." It's hard. Yeah. Trust me, it's hard. The people look one dress like the, but I submit men 2050 design.
Wow.
Then the different president of the different sport decide 50.
Okay.
Then the 50, we sew in all the 50 and create the new stylists have been with the 50 elements, so 50 design. Have another 110, 140 design additionally, and then we'll pass to design 5. Then 5 pass to the committee of Olympic World.
Oh my God.
And then design one design.
So it's a very bureaucratic process.
Yeah. Took 1 year.
It takes 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you took the last 5. They evaluate. For example, Puerto Rico have the color red, blue, and white.
Yeah.
26. 20,
Sports?
no, 26
countries.
Countries in the world have the same color in the flags.
Yeah.
So we need the different of the design with the different. I have a problem with Ralph Lauren.
Yes.
The design of me and Ralph Lauren.
Ralph Lauren is the one that makes to the United States.
Yeah, the United States. So his clothing have air conditioning, the jackets. He produced obviously Puerto Rico only have 310 this athletes. United States, I don't know, 1,000.
Yeah.
He started the production. the committee of Olympics don't say the approve to the design, and he start to produce the clothing.
Yeah.
And she do the air conditioner of the fashion, blah blah blah, and you have the approve with the date you present.
Okay.
He presents 6 days before me.
Okay.
So my design go
After.
after that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you need to change all the design of United States for Puerto Rico.
He has?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They didn't make us change it. That's
Uh,
cool. I like that.
I think he don't love me, but it's an industry. You see it the sport things, but all the sport have only uniforms. So you need to do all the uniforms. You need to do two different colors for all the uniforms. For example, in baseball, uh, Puerto Rico have white, red, and blue, but maybe competing with the United States have white, red, and blue.
Right.
We need to stay with Puerto Rico now in red and United States now in black, in blue or in white.
In case they play together. Yeah.
You need to know not only one uniform to sport. You have 3 or 2 uniform different for the different careers.
For the different careers.
Yeah.
That's very interesting because it's another part of fashion that we don't even maybe think about. That who's making the uniforms of different activities, the Olympics and things like that. And so that's great. Is there another thing that because we also talked about, I remember talking about that museum that you went.
See, it's another world.
Yeah.
It's another world. I have I have a lot of words in my life. The career of the museum is an accident. I'll be in the museum, like history. I want to be the problem of my family that I don't have PhD, I don't have MD, so I want to continue my career. In Puerto Rico, don't have more than fashion, and we have just a little bit problem. I'm the first student of Puerto Rican fashion, so we don't have certification of middle state education when I end of the university. So I can go with the other university because I don't have a study in fashion.
Yeah.
I have studied my now I have my certificate, but when I graduate to fashion, say design.
Yeah.
Don't say fashion design. Don't say interior design. Only say design. So in FIT in person, the people don't accept it because don't say fashion design.
Right.
So I decided to move to history. Uh, when I start to study Puerto Rican history, I saw the fashion history has never wrote. So love that part.
Yeah.
And now I start in one class. We need to create a program to support history programs.
Yes.
So I decided to create the Puerto Rican Fashion History Council.
Okay.
That started with a class of history. Um, the professor told me we don't have that, so now we go past to another style. So do the project of the class to reality. So I make it. And now we have 8 years of of fashion.
That basically,
nine.
like, thanks to you, the other day, I mean, a few months ago in Paris, I was at the exhibition of Vogue.
Yeah.
Vogue 1920 to 2020. And I took notice of this fashion illustration that was on the wall of the exhibition.
Yeah.
And because of you, I knew that it was a Puerto Rican that made that.
Yeah, Antonio Lopez.
Antonio Lopez, which is one of the greatest fashion illustrators of all time. And he is there in the exhibition.
It's difficult to say, but when Antonio Lopez died, the people in the United States say to Puerto Rico, we give you that illustrations, and the people in Puerto Rico say no.
They didn't know what to do with them. They don't care. Yeah.
I don't care. And now the Louvre in Paris have this position of
Yeah.
Antonio Lopez.
Yeah.
One draw of Antonio Lopez, one illustration of Antonio Lopez maybe cost $3 million. So
Yeah.
and Puerto Rico say,
But
we don't need that.
it's
We don't
because
like
of
that.
that we don't have the the proper education as to the value of the artists and
Yeah.
our talents. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. So
Well, I create that part. That bueno, I have the support with the Met Gala or all the world have a museum exposition to inspire to saw the other part of fashion.
yeah,
Um, the history. Yeah, we have a century, but anthropology. That's the things where I have a PhD in anthropology, in cultural anthropology. All the people dress in all centuries. So you decide, you identify the people of the century. You identify an art with the only to sew the clothing.
yeah,
So, but have the little fight with Puerto Rico. Sorry, we did have the little fight in the world. The fashion is not art. The first art of the mythology of Greek mythology, like music, poem, architecture, literature. There is the first art, but have more art, adding cinema,
cinema.
adding theater, adding digital art where fashion does stay. And I say fashion art in all arts.
Yeah, exactly.
So in the poem, you maybe know the people has been with the describe his clothing. In the theater, you know who is the person with his clothing.
Right.
In cinema, the Oscar Academy has
A red carpet and everybody. Yeah.
the red carpet and the award of the best fashion.
Ah, yes, and
The
the
best,
one of the best. Yeah.
yeah. So we don't art. What
Costume
we
designer.
are the art,
Yeah.
stating all the arts.
Right.
So
Right.
I say in a political. We don't have a problem any religion, sex, gender, culture. The problem of art is all the people have dress. So
Exactly. Exactly.
we stay in our parts.
Stay in all parts. And then this brings me to your last your last collection. Is very interesting, and it's so interesting because it's a theme that we all in NFTs and fashion are dealing with right now. His latest collection has been done from prints of local or international art, which he to in order for him to use it, he had to obtain the intellectual rights. But there's a particular law that I didn't know about. Tell me about that process, how you started to work with the art of other artists. And,
First of all, I have stopped my career in fashion. Well, don't stop.
yeah.
My career of fashion designer. I stopped with like for study the master degree and the PhD. So now I got my comeback with 7 years when that has been the last fashion show. And I decided to have a combination with my museum career, my history career, and my fashion career.
Great.
So all the people in Puerto Rico present more ladies, so I want to present men. But all the clothing are unisex.
It's unisex, yeah.
So I decided to create all my passion of art. I'm a professor too, so I created my fashion show has been started with a trivia. So you won a spa day if you know the answer of our art history.
Oh, great. I
People,
missed it. It was in July 1st. I saw. I was
any
like, ah.
people won only one and Google it the
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. People
So
were cheating.
yeah, but it's more interactive. I introduced all my life in that fashion show.
Okay.
Uh, for then all the fabrics have been created with plastic bottles.
Plastic bottles.
Yeah.
Great.
The process of the plastic bottle has do the polyester. So
yeah.
they create all the sublimation of the arts.
That was all done in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
all done here.
First of all done in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
All done in Puerto Rico. Has the process like 6 months to create all the pieces.
Okay.
But we create the we do the copyright of the pieces, all call with different museum. Also, the rule I use 58 arts
So,
work of.
so which are some of them?
Um, I have the first of all with Greek the Lauconte, and then I have from the sculptor La Piedad,
La Piedad,
La
right?
Piedad, the David, uh, La Capilla Sistina,
The Sixteen
the
Chapel.
Sistine Chapel. We have Guernica from Picasso. We
Okay.
have Van Gogh. We have René Magritte from the Bosco.
And how how were you able to do the copyright? Like what's
First of all, in art, all the artwork to have 70 years don't have copyright.
70 years?
70 years.
Okay, so after 70 years, you don't need to request permission.
No, but if that art have a owner, you need to be the copyright with the owner.
Like you mean a private owner?
A private owner.
Not
Right.
like if it's in a museum.
For example,
Like Mona Lisa, no problem.
No, Mona Lisa, no problem. Mona Lisa stayed in the Louvre.
Yes, in the Louvre. Yeah.
She don't have copyright. You saw the Mona Lisa
Yeah,
everywhere.
she's everywhere.
Yeah, you saw Van Gogh art. You saw in everywhere now. So Monet, all the other things, because that the people maybe have uh, that will only have a Mona Lisa and have another works of Da Vinci.
Yeah.
But don't have the permission of all the Da Vinci's.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why they don't have a copyright for Da Vinci works.
Okay.
So we don't have for example, the Vitruvio have in the books of Da Vinci that the owner is Bill Gates.
Okay.
But stay in the Louvre archive. So
you didn't have to.
You don't need.
Okay.
So you need to. I have or in art if you decide to change the color or change the design. For example, in Van Gogh, I do it for the design of the clothing.
Yeah.
You only have to change digital art, and that is your property. So you need to play with that, with all the elements of the fashion.
Okay.
Of the art, sorry.
And was there anybody that
For example, the Lempica, Tamara Lempica, he only gave me the opportunity to make one clothing.
Okay.
So I can use that piece for another piece. I do a jacket, so I can do more. I can use that artwork more.
Okay. Okay. And then once you had no problem like getting the permissions and all those things.
No.
Okay.
With the Lempica, he only said you only making one piece. It's the only.
Okay. And what has been the feedback of recreating that art?
First of all, who is what is the artwork? What is the design I represent? So it's an unexpected fashion show piece by piece. The, any piece has it the same with the other. So the people told me like that part of the show like that because all the fabrics are different, all the art pieces are different, all the design are different. So they have more perspective of the public.
Okay. Trying? Would you recreate more of those pieces, or you will leave them as a one-on-one?
One. That is the only.
Okay.
I don't want to have a problem with the copyright, so only I create one and that's all.
Have you thought about doing an NFT?
I'm open to the fashion. With Chanel say the fashion fast of fashion, so I create. I want to work with that. Maybe recreate the NFT fashion show. Maybe recreate a 3D fashion show, a digital fashion show. I don't know. But maybe you saw in your phone one things and the runway another things. So I can be open to the opportunity.
No, I think what is interesting is that the person that buys that print is will be certified ownership of that garment, and then whenever if he or she wishes to sell it, then you will always get the royalties.
We offer with the sublimation of the pieces. We open to create all art. that's the opportunity that I have at the sublimation. But I don't know. Maybe it's more interesting that.
No, I think there's lots of opportunities.
And to create all the pieces, we need to create the digital art first,
Yeah,
and then create the piece. So maybe it's more fast an NFT
yeah,
to create the pieces.
yeah. I mean, you're already doing the
Yeah,
process. You're
yeah.
already doing the process. I mean,
Maybe
the
to
rest is just
maybe
uploading.
to create the art in the pattern.
Yeah,
Only we create it, and then it only sewing, and it's more
yeah.
fast.
Yeah, because that's another way of those pieces becoming a collectible.
Yeah.
Of those pieces, of like
I,
cherishing.
I don't like the people the clothing when I have presented the show doing a copy. I
Okay.
want the clients have the fashion show pieces.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, so I think it's interesting because doing limited one-on-one editions of your art basically, your designs, and
the people like it. The people like be unique with the clothing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
and I have the stress of other people have my clothing in a different part. So
yeah. And obviously as here it's a small island, so people tend to see each other a lot, and that's very important here. We actually tend to be oh my god, I have to buy a new dress for every week.
Yeah, the Puerto
Yes.
Rican people have a lot of parties, have a lot of things. We we take a different clothing with a different themes, with a different fashion, with a
Yeah.
the fashion in Puerto Rico has been moved all the time. Maybe
Yeah.
it's our culture in a Paris, in a like quinceañera,
Like the Sweet 16.
the Sweet 16,
Yeah, like we
the
celebrate.
battles
We
in Puerto
celebrate.
Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we celebrate a lot in New Year.
Yeah.
The people in his house but have a new clothing to
Yeah.
receive the New Year. So
Yeah.
it's our culture.
Yeah, yeah, it's a continuation of it's a cultural continuation celebration.
Yeah.
And it's part of our ritual, which is like to get new
In the
clothing.
Sweet 16, maybe the people has been poor, but maybe his grandmother, when the girl has born, start
To save money.
to save money to do the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
So and have 1,000, 3,000 to one dress. So
yeah, and
I
weddings.
saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is the important of our culture and the fashion culture in Puerto Rico.
And what would you like? What with the Puerto Rico Fashion Council? What would you? What do you want it to be the mission, and what do you think the future of it will be?
The future. Now we work with the different students with vocational studies to pass at the other side at the university. We wanted that saw the fashion like a profession. Puerto Rican fashion look like artisanal work. We need look the work of fashion like work.
Yeah.
Not only artisanal work. So we create the grants.
Grants.
We create the
Scholarships.
grants, scholarship grant to the different study.
That's the emerging designer program.
That's the emerging, and we created another program that skills that we is there with the vocational college.
Okay.
In Puerto Rico. The skill has the people has win the grant, go to the different university of fashion in Puerto Rico to make a bachelor in fashion.
Okay.
And the fashion council pay the study, the bachelor,
Yeah.
and the material, sewing machine, papers, fabrics, rulers, or all the things to is make the fashion show, the fashion life.
Okay. And I'm I think it's a wonderful project. I definitely being Puerto Rican in a way, that have always expressed you that I want to help out, and I think it's very important that we carry that.
We work
tradition.
with the students. We work with the all designer in Puerto Rico has helped to make it a fashion show, and the dressers, the organization of the fashion show, the um, like sponsors, promotion in the different channel, newspaper, all the things. So we work with the designers. We create the fashion archive in Puerto Rico, and two we create we are we are the fashion museum to have been created. We started in August 1st, so you have the the la primicia.
Yes, the debut.
The debut of that news. So we work to conserve the fashion things, the fashion of the history of fashion in Puerto Rico, and now we work with the fashion designer has been start now stay now in the industry, and we work with all the students who want to be a fashion designer. Yeah. So we took all the eras of fashion in Puerto Rico to have a industry like so.
Yeah. And that brings, when you said the word archives, I remember I knew a person that used to work at the archives for Tory Burch. Uh-huh. And it's interesting because, now that we create, that we're building brands, that's such an interesting part of a brand. Obviously, if you want to build a brand that will last forever, yes, that you take time to record, and how is the word, document, like what they're doing, what they have been doing, through.
No, and that has been interesting in fashion because we saw the culture, we saw the economy, we saw the things in fashion only to saw the fashion industry. Um, First of all, we saw our history in first of 20th century. We have the name is debutantes. It has been
the debutants.
Yeah,
in French word.
The girls present to the society.
Yeah.
And he make a party have been with a fashion designer a carnival dress. Yeah. It's like so now in Puerto Rico we don't do that. But it's part of the of our history, and the dresses are big dresses.
Yeah, no, I mean, senior proms
Senior
here
prom, yeah,
are a big thing.
The girls competed with we who have the best dress,
Yeah.
in the senior prom. So
Yeah.
the people in Puerto Rico is our culture of fashion.
Yeah, yeah, and definitely translate into, like, even Miss Universe. I mean,
oh, Miss Universe is a competition. Yeah, that is the fashion designer in Puerto Rico fighting with who be the dress that the Miss Universe.
The Miss Universe. Yeah.
And it's Puerto Rico have the Puerto Rico have the most queen of all the competition in the world.
No, yeah, five, right? Five.
Have five in Miss Universe, but in all competition,
in
Miss World, Miss Universe, Miss Hunter is the unique country have all the crowns.
All the titles, yeah.
Yeah. So no United States, no Venezuela, it's Puerto Rico. So we have the dress of the beauty pageants and present in Algiers in Puerto Rico.
That's great. So I've loved, like, just learning more and more. Every time I see Joseph, I learn something new. I think this I love spending time with him because he has so much knowledge, and I really like what he does. I think what I wanted to, like, translate into this meeting was that how art and history, and fashion are definitely so aligned. And now with this new technology of the blockchain, it's something that actually could bring it to, last forever, to even make it more so people understand, like, why are you wearing that shirt, like, where does it really come from, why is that color, like, that famous scene from Devil Wears Prada with the blue sweater, like, that color was chosen for you. Yeah. So, kind of like things like that.
We're a victim of fashion, so
yeah, we are a victim of fashion. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. Definitely true. So I want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And I think it's been wonderful. I'll share. I'm gonna do some videos and photos of the studio and his impressive book collection and his new fashion collection, and I'll share it on all our platforms so you can all see it. So I thank you, all of you, to being here, and we'll see you in the next Eyes of Style next Thursday.